Hello everyone, I'm Crystal Cruz. Have you noticed the increase in earthquakes lately? You may have even felt one. Now the Texas Railroad Commission wants to get to the bottom of it, and they're working with the oil and gas industry. They suspect saltwater disposal injections could be behind it. As Jonathan Polosic tells you, the state is asking the energy industry to cut down on those injections in a small area of West Texas. Jonathan.
Yeah, Crystal, 6 earthquakes with a magnitude of 3.5 or higher have occurred since February 2020 in an area what's known as the Gardendale Seismic Response Area, and you can see it right here. And an analysis from the Railroad Commission has determined that saltwater disposal injections likely contribute to seismic activity. And saltwater injections, real quick, lots of water is used in the production of oil, and in that production process, water is also produced, and that water has to go somewhere once it's produced along with the oil. And it's been found that it's been more economical to inject it back into the ground, which is why for now the Railroad Commission is putting some regulations in place and working with oil and gas leaders on this. Increased seismic activity leading to a joint effort from the Railroad Commission and oil and gas leaders to slow it down.
The Railroad Commission then, in an effort to try to get cooperation from the industry to try to say, okay, let's investigate, see what's causing this, what can we do to stop it.
Concerns that saltwater disposal injections are leading to more earthquakes has led the Railroad Commission to implement a few regulations. Well operators need to reduce the maximum injection rate to 10,000 barrels a day, report daily injection volumes and pressures to the Railroad Commission monthly, and for saltwater injections that are permitted but not in service, do not begin or return to fluid injection. And according to Kyle McGraw, there is some precedent to this type of activity both in Oklahoma and Texas that saw a decrease once the injections went down.
The local regulatory agencies then asked those companies to stop injecting so much, to spread it out, put it in a broader area, put less volumes per well, and that began to cause the abatement of that seismicity. It went away.
McGraw also believing that the issue is a result of deeper injections as opposed to the more shallow saltwater disposal injections.
And I also inject shallow. I inject into the San Andreas Formation, which is really strong evidence that it's really not coming from shallow injectors. It's got to be coming from deep wells that are near the fault, is how that scientifically would work.
Now, both the oil and gas industry and the Railroad Commission are concerned and working to prevent future earthquakes in the area and prevent future damage. The Railroad Commission also stated that in the Gardendale Seismic Response Area, 76 wells will be requested to take the measures that I mentioned previously so that the Commission can learn a little bit more about these issues and see if these injections are indeed causing these problems. Crystal, back to you.